Hi everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to another video. Today we are actually experimenting. Um, we bought the Starlink Wi-Fi hotspot, whatever you want to call it, internet, so that we have good upload speeds and download speeds wherever we are in the camper. Right now we are in Fort Myers, and I just wanted to test that and go live so that we could do a video. So um, are a lot of people who are asking me how to do the side of a hat when you have the Bravo machine. If you, um, or just sewing on the side of a hat. One is you can do it using your regular wide angle cap frame and stitch on the side of the hat. However, this is an absolutely amazing hoop. I have totally fallen in love with this thing. This is the hat back clamp. I'm going to make sure that there's a link down below so that if you want to get this, you can. Um, the biggest thing is when you have the Bravo machine, either package A back in the day, or if you've bought a Bravo machine this year, as in 2020, the front sewing field of that wide angle cap frame is limited. Um, so you really only get to sew on the front two panels using the wide angle cap frame. So how do you get the embroidery on the side of the hat when you're using this Bravo machine? And this hoop I have found to be the answer to that. It's a multi-use hoop. So I have a video where I actually stitched on, and I've lost the hat, but that's okay. Oh, there it is, found it. Ha. I did a video where I used this same hoop and I stitched on the back of a hat, which is what it's designed and sold to do. However, you can also hoop and sew on the side of the hat if you have a machine that has a limited window for sewing on the front and you can't get to this without changing hoops. So you buy this one hoop and then you can achieve the side of the hat and the back of the hat, which kind of covers a couple of bases. So I've already got my machine set up. I've already got a design set up that I'm going to sew because I want to maximize the sewing field and show exactly how amazing of a design you can get on the side of your hat. And let's see. So I'm going to flip over to the software and kind of show you the design I'm going to do today. Screen, and it's on screensaver. All right. So this is how big of a design I want to stitch on the side of this hat. And it is 4.75 wide, which is humongous because I want to maximize that sewing field. So I have it loaded. The only thing I need to do is rotate it 180 because again it is a hat, so it does hoop upside down, so you do need your design upside down. And let's see, standard things. I'm going to pick my color. I'm doing a navy blue hat, so I'm just going to pick my white. I'm using a recycled thread right now, so I have my white. That will look great. I've got my hoop selected, this guy here, and I'm gonna bring up my tension a little bit, bring my speed down because I am doing a hat, so I do like to run them a little slower. I kind of start with 750 with my first hat and then see where it goes from there. If I can speed it up next time, I will. But even at 750, it's estimating this quick stitch design to be under 4 minutes. So I think that's pretty fabulous. I'm kind of happy with that. All right, now let me see if I can switch over this camera to the tripod and get the tripod where it needs to be so that we can hoop. Awesome, thank you for your help. All right, and I'm gonna bring over my chair because it's just so low and I want to sit down to do this. Got my driver on. I've already cleaned and tensioned and oiled my bobbin, so it's ready to go. And it just snaps on very easily to my hat driver, just like that. And I do all of my loading and sewing with this hoop on the machine. I don't use the gauge, this guy. I don't use this when I'm using this hoop. I find it just quicker and easier to just load directly on the machine. Excuse me, I always get a scratchy throat when I start talking fast. Okay, what I found to work the best is a 9-inch piece of my hat backing will fit perfectly in this hoop. The way it works is it flips like that, and then I can get my piece in, and you can see this piece of backing goes all the way around the whole thing. So I know I'm going to have good stability there. All right, so depending on which side of the hat you want to stitch on, just kind of depends on which way you load it, one way or the other. This hoop has an angle on the back side, which lets you get that bill of the cap. I think it's an optical illusion from your angle. I mean, what line are you going by? This kind of has a dip to it and comes back. I think that's pretty straight for the side. I'm going to go with it. Okay. At least so I know how I've got it in and so that I can get my sewing straight. Because I don't really need to rotate the design or anything in the software. I just need to get it on and sewing. All right, so I'm just going to wiggle this bill back in there, pull the side around, and I like to make sure I got that sweatband out of the way because I am sewing pretty low. Takes just a second. All right, so see this curve in the hoop right here lets me get this on so that I can literally sew from here to here, which is what I want. And I'm going to look from the side and make sure my pin is straight, and I'm gonna press the hoop down just to kind of look and see. This is my important line for getting it in. I like that. That looks good. I'm gonna fix some more things as I go. So I'm gonna clip it down. Now there's some wrinkles in here, and that's just a matter of like tugging a little bit on this hat to get those wrinkles out, just to kind of form the hat into that curved shape so that it will stitch well. This seam right here, there we go. That got that wrinkle out right there. Make sure my line is still straight. Yeah, that looks really, really good. I like it. Now, the test. My strap is out of the way. That is out of the way, and I'm going to do a trace. That is the hoop and the star button. We're going to trace and make sure that this all looks good. It is really going all the way. I'm using every bit of this hoop. It's awesome. Okay, so from here, I'm kind of done. I mean, that's why it's a quick tutorial. I've got it in, I've got it hooped, my backing is in. I'm going to pull out my pin, and I'm just kind of double checking nothing's poking into my bobbin area, and I'm going to stitch this out. So we're going to watch it sew for about 3 minutes, maybe 4. I think once it gets past this first letter, which goes halfway onto the stabilized part, I might speed it up just a little because the rest of this is going to be thin fabric. I do have my presser foot all the way down. I think I'm up 2 clicks. Can you go up a little higher? All right, I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. I'm sped it up to 900. Yeah, it's not trimming, yes. And also it sounds very punchy, like I think it's the needle. Like the needle might be burred. I didn't check the needle. Checked everything but the needle. But it's almost done, so no problem. Yeah, sewing pretty good. Only got about a minute and a half left. I'm just really impressed with the sewing field and how big of a design I can actually wrap around the side of a hat using this hoop. I can definitely go farther towards the back of the hat than if I use the wide angle cap frame. So it's just going to depend on the job and what I'm doing and how big of a design I want to wrap around that hat. Does that only work for a Bravo? No, miss. It does not only work for a Bravo. This hoop, obviously I'm using it on the EMT16. It will also work on the Bravo. I was just talking about the Bravo because that has a limited hoop front. But you can certainly use it on the EMT16 as well as the Bernina E16 machine as well. It is available. I'm just in love with this hoop. Thank you for joining me today. That's fine. All right. All I got to do is trim a couple of threads that for some reason did not trim. I will double check. I think I need to change the needle. Anyways, we're not going to worry about that because we're all about hooping. So now all I got to do is flip that lever in the back and release the hoop, and I'm just going to slide it right off. And because we have our wonderful hat tearaway backing, I'm just going to pull all the extra backing out. That looks good. I got maybe one long string in here. I'm going to leave the rest of that. Oh, there's one from something else. Okay. Think I got it a little bit higher than I wanted. However, that is a big embroidery on the side of a hat. And definitely got it a lot higher than I wanted, but that's okay. That's why it's a test run. That's why it's a test hat. I'm still going to wear it and love it. I hope that this hoop helps you to be able to hoop something different, provide a different service for your clients, or give you something else that you can do when you're designing your own products. Hooping on the side of a hat with the extra large hat back clamp. This guy. Love it. I'll make sure to have a link below. Happy embroidery. Also, Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, click the subscribe button. Stop by and check out my other videos. I also have a whole string of tech